You're listening to Brigade Radio 1.
Welcome to the Antisocial Show.
They're coming. They're coming. They're coming. They're coming to get you.
And here's your hosts, Underblock and Tyson.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the October special. Is it October when you're watching this? Doesn't matter. Is it October when we're recording this? No. In fact, it's March.
Yeah.
You see, we have three previous October specials, one for October of 2022, one for November of 2022, and one for December of 2022. Is there one for January or February? No. Doesn't matter. These happen infrequently. They are kind of special little things to create and to put out as quickly as we can, just to kind of like touch base with our audience, which we will when we will be resuming production and Antisocial Show. But in the meantime, I've discovered AI art last year, and as did many people, and to me, it's a fun little thing to come up with strange things to look at and perhaps laugh at. And if you'd like more of an idea of what we've done previously, go to my TikTok at Tyson Saner. That is TYSONSANER, and you can see clips from that. I also have some other AI art, but also some from our previous October specials. That'll give you an idea. So, for December, there was for the original October special, there was the theme of Halloween. From the November special, it continued that. However, it included Wizard of Oz content because of the Wizard of Oz 1939's relationship with Thanksgiving in the USA.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Follow it, yeah, and the December one dealt mostly with like Santa Claus and other things, So, and by mostly, I mean it had a fair chunk. There's still just other weirdness. It's usually weird. That's the whole thing.
It has a very Salvador Daliist type feel to it, if I may say.
It certainly can. So what I thought I'd do is I'd start off with reference. So this is going to be mostly famous duos and groups, as much as I could squeeze in, and then kind of turning on its side a little bit. So one famous duo that people know, and also it's just to see, does the AI know what these famous duos look like, or does it only think it does? So this is not AI art, really quickly. This is just a picture. And Hunter, if you recognize who these are, you can say something, and then or say whether you do,
okay,
and who they are. So these are fairly recognizable people. They're not people. Well, you'll see. There.
Bert and Ernie.
That's correct. That is Bert and Ernie. Lovable Muppets, Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street. Many years, Bert and Ernie. This is generally the type of photo you will find. There's going to be white backgrounds. These are the actual puppet models. Sometimes there are people who've created their own puppets, and they look really good. This is a typical classic one with Bert and his rubber ducky. Ernie and his rubber ducky and Bert looking on. Bert's eyebrow is very expressive. It has up, it has lying flat, and it has down. And it makes his face very expressive, and it's hilarious.
Bert mad.
Bert smash. And then there's this one. Yeah. So, it's Bert and Ernie. Everybody knows what Bert and Ernie looks like, right?
Right, Bert and Ernie.
Bert and Ernie, or so one would think. So, does the AI know what Bert and Ernie looks like? Well, let's see. This now, full disclosure, this goes back to I probably made these in, I'm going to say, November. So by now it may have figured it out. But at the time, this was some of the best it could give me. And there's about 10 of these. Yeah, around 10. There's the first one. Right?
Yeah, that's bad.
That's pretty funny, though. So, yeah, it's kind of, I'd say it's a couple of swing and a misses there for those. So, but see, the thing is, I don't tend to iterate one photo at a time. I like to iterate about 5 as a rule. So it can give me a variety, including this one here.
Really bad.
One of them doesn't seem to have eyes. I'm not even sure I know which one's Bert and which one's Ernie.
Well, I could
Also,
tell he's blind.
Yeah, he must be. And it says nothing on his shirt there, because classically, the AI had trouble with text and faces. For some reason, even Muppet faces. Usually there's extra folds and whatnot. Anyway, so, and then there's this one. Maybe 2 mouths, I'm not sure. Some weird looking toes going on there and things. I mean, hey, no shade, no shame, but there's some weird looking toes going on there.
You got that right.
Actually, this one appears to have nails.
Ugh.
Toenails. That's what it seems to be.
Dude.
Yeah.
Scroll back in.
On the feet?
Yeah, on the feet.
Okay.
All right. Now, his second toe.
This one?
You're right on it.
Okay.
I ain't even gonna tell you what that even looks. I know what it looks like to me, but
alrighty. I will not comment, but I see what you're saying. This one, now, if you look closer, this actually looks like a Muppet with a mouth open and maybe a hot dog bun on sideways in it. Because that sort of looks like the top of a mouth and a bottom of a mouth. Also, it just kind of looks like they couldn't decide how many mouths. Because if you look over here, okay, nope, I can see that is the inside of the mouth and that is the tongue. But the color is so close to the nose, I actually thought it might have been a second nose and a mustache. So, sometimes the eyes play tricks on one.
Mm-hmm.
There's this one. Mm-hmm.
Okay, he looks like Justin Long in the previous one.
Oh, which one? This one over here?
Yep.
Something weird with now the tongue and the nose
are the same
appear to be
gold.
Well, yeah, they appear to be made of the same material. It seems to have trouble distinguishing textures of things if they're the same color sometimes. I'm not sure what's happening there at all.
Nope.
But, and also they seem to be drawn, kind of. And these even more so. That's actually
twins.
Pretty close. I mean, it's not close. It doesn't look like Bert and Ernie, but it does look like, I don't know, would this be what Frick and Frack look like, if that's a thing?
Yeah.
Or I wonder if Frick and Frack are actually a thing. Hey, Google. What do Frick and Frack look like? No, it can't. It has no idea what I'm asking. It says, what do freaking Frack look like? And then it gives me an article on fracking. Right on. Okay. I don't know what Frick and Frack look like.
Looks like 2 English dudes.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to look that up later.
Yep. Or not English dudes, but I don't know, they're dressed weird. Well, not weird, but 30s, I would say, and one's got a mustache, and Frick and Frack is an idiom originating in the early 20th century and refers to 2 people who are always together. Usually in a playful and joking manner, it's been used to describe a variety of duos, most commonly best friends, partners in a comedic act, or any 2 individuals who are close companions.
Oh, well, that's good. But see, on this one, it describes them as a comedic ice skating duo of Swiss skaters.
Right on.
Yeah. Werner Grubel and Hans Rudolf, or Hans Rudi Mauch. Anyway, learn something new every day. So,
indeed,
that's this duo. Okay. Just yeah. I no.
See,
Muppets have this, well, and things like this have a visual language. We've come to expect a certain thing from them as far as like what goes where, and this, I'm not sure. Red mustache. I mean, the hair, somewhere between yarn and it's pretty cool though. How weird how wrong it can get things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one, they're up and around. That, this one looks like fully, well, aside from the hand, it looks like mostly a fully formed Muppet. It appears to have maybe butterflies on his shirt, not sure. Two shades of hair. It's got dark and a splotch of color there at the top. This one at least has Bert hair and kind of Bert head shape, but huge nose, and I don't know what I don't know what that is.
I don't know either.
But they're both wearing striped pants. And it's striped pants that are coordinated with their each of their outfits in some ways. That's an interesting detail.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Apparently they're about to go on a bank heist.
Yep.
Oh. Okay. It's the comedic duo of Circle and Line.
Yeah.
I like this guy. I like the hair on that one there. That's kind of cool. A little orange and blue action. And then like there's the Abe Lincoln beard, and this guy's got two different color eyes.
Aliens.
Yeah. That's pretty funny. All right, what else? And then there's this. Just kind of sitting down. Feet are, I guess, wrong. It's hard to say. Don't want to body shame a Muppet, but like, there's some odd stuff going on. I think these are ear flippers, maybe, or head flippers. I don't know. It's like an Ernie fish. It might be Elmo.
Yep.
And Bert and Elmo, not quite, and also. I mean, it seems to be it's really trying, but like, it's trying hard and spectacularly failing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so we got multiple noses, maybe. We also got or like a weird mustache thing, and then we got like half Elmo face with like the. But it's a valiant effort. Oh dear. Well, at least it's got one orange and one yellow. Nose is placed in an okay place, I guess. Well, Yeah, chicken feet.
Yep.
Oh, all right. Can't tell if it's a mask or a headband or what. It's got kind of high water pants going on, we used to call that, where you pull your...
Yep.
Or is that referred to the bottom of the leg as much... Or is it the waist and the bottom of the leg when it's high water?
It's waist.
Okay. Thoughts?
House Party 2?
That's, I think that's the only house party I've actually seen is House Party 2. I used to have the soundtrack. So, that's what it gave me when I put in Bert and Ernie as a search term. So then I thought, what can I add to Bert and Ernie to get, maybe the same results, maybe different. It's hard to say. And I thought, what about Bert and Ernie and Cthulhu?
Oh, God.
Right.
Right.
So let's see. Here's the first one.
Okay. Couple aliens, right?
Like something going on there. Yeah. Like the eyes just kind of floating in the background.
Right on.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Oh, no. This is probably one of my favorite things ever, is these weird, like, double eyes with the with the joining thing there.
Make them look like real people.
Yeah. Oh, and the texture of this. I really like the blue and green texture of this. It's just really messed up looking.
The insanity.
Yeah, so my mind is shattering. I like that this doesn't have any eyes, but it's like it's got an eye area essentially. Or does it? Is it just my brain kind of like
Nope.
trying to make a face and a pattern because that's what brains do?
It's an eye with no pupil and a mouth.
Really good feet though. It's like lizard feet going on or something. That's cool. Also, I like the color palette. And a lot of them are against curtain backdrops, which I don't know why this is. Yeah, there's like almost the same one. Oh, and that's one of the ones that actually has a it's the same seed. Like I was saying on those early pictures, where it's like the same seed but a slightly different picture. You can see that one and this one are related because you can see the same kind of shape with the conical shape. And by the way, shape is key to Bert and Ernie because Ernie has a round head and Bert has a pointy head. Also yellow. So, there are things that it seems to understand. All right. And then there's...
That's a person's hand.
No, over here.
No. Over there.
Oh, here?
Yeah. That looks like a person's hand, like person's fingers if you zoom out.
Kind of does.
Yep.
So there's this one. Missing an eye there, or missing a thing. This is very frog-like, or puppet frog-like. And then I don't know what the heck that is, but I really like the texture on this, whatever this is. Like if this is just their body, I don't know. It looks like at the bottom here, it looks like maybe like fabric. It's hard to say. It also kind of looks like it's melting a bit. It's just, yeah, no. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, I just saw this over here with the weird kind of like, see, because this is almost like a Skeksis sort of profile here.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Dark crystal. Oh, and meanwhile, extra mouth in the nose, I think.
Just why?
I don't know, because it's funny. I find this stuff very amusing.
Oh, it's funny.
So there's that one, and then exactly the same seed gave me a second result, which was this.
See, now that looks more like, kind of looks close to Bert a little bit, and Ernie kind of.
Well, this is definitely Ernie-esque.
Yep.
And then I'm see hiding behind him. I'm not sure. Something's going on there. Also, what is that? Is it just a pattern? I don't know.
It's a pattern.
Yeah, it's probably just a trick. And this looks like shirt fabric behind them.
Yep. It's
like
a
the t-shirt.
Shirt fabric monster.
Yeah. Okay. That's also pretty funny. Yeah, so there's that. I like the little hat that this has. This sort of looks like it's like a Cookie Monster more head, or at least the eye and mouth shape. So I don't know if you noticed this, but it's
so an alien and creature from the Black Lagoon.
Something, yeah. He's got like a snout going on there. But okay, so what's happening? I've noticed is that so there's Bert and Ernie, and then there's Bert and Ernie and Cthulhu, but we're still only getting 2. So it becomes something that's representative more of Bert and Ernie, and then something that's more representative of Cthulhu, I guess. Which is what that looks like. Some kind of reptile, and then with an extra yellow nose.
Yes.
But then it's like a Muppet version of a friendly or salacious crumb or something. Yeah. Yeah.
Christmas.
Is sort of Christmassy, yeah.
Yep.
Do they know it's Christmas?
And that has buttons for eyes. That other one.
Oh, yes.
So
Something.
it's very was it Rosaline? Rosalie.
Oh, Coraline?
Coraline, that's it. Yeah. Very Coraline-ish.
Okay. I like this kind of like shirt and sweater and sweater tie kind of combination. That just looks like a person wearing a mask. Oh, Yes, of course. I don't know what that's supposed to be.
Toxic waste.
I guess. I mean, this is clearly supposed to say something, and this is clearly supposed to be something.
Yep, that's how they got to be. Toxic waste.
Toxic waste. Just like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Ah, gotta dance. Hey. And then, yeah, there's a bit of like Gobo Fraggle or something going on.
Yeah.
Not Gobo, Wembley.
Wembley. Yep.
Yeah. And then another one that's more like a drawing. Like with the oh, and then right after it, there is one that's probably the most similar of ones that are created by the same seed. Like since the Santa Claus ones, because I don't know if you remember what they're like during the Santa Claus show, the differences between the images were pretty minor, and here it's like, you know, then this one is, by comparison to some of the other ones, also pretty minor. So it looks like that, in the sense that they're both in the same area in the same frame, you know, but like there's a lot more detail, but the shapes and the placement are like the same. It's almost like this drawing wasn't done and then it became this. Yeah, I don't know. And then there's like, what, I don't know, dinosaurs, I don't know, just cool striped and things in the background. And then this one, again, I guess this is Bert and Ernie and this is Cthulhu. I'm not sure. I just like that sometimes it doesn't know what to do with the prompt at all. Like I was thinking of us doing one of these in January, and so I actually made, I just put January in there to see what it would come up with, and it really, it couldn't figure out what I was asking for. And what was I asking for? I mean, it gave me like landscapes or something, which is interesting, but not that interesting. That's cool. That kind of looks like a vinyl couch sort of, and then again, there's a Bert and Ernie. And I guess a Cthulhu adjacent thing. All right.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Some type of alien. Yeah.
Yep. And they got the remote control.
Yes.
And then this one,
Friggers.
which was this is the same seed one. See?
Yep.
Look at that. Oh, and then there's like eyes everywhere. And then this becomes, I don't know, belt loop. I have no idea.
Becomes somebody's nightmare.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, okay. Well, all right. And then the last two are this one, and then one that looks very similar to it. I do like the Muppet face, though. It seems to have nailed that down, but it has added extra arms.
Mm-hmm.
And then, meanwhile, the thing that seems the most Cthulhuid, Cthulhuid, has just the regular set of arms. And then there's that one. And the weird arms are gone, but they're in the same. These arms are gone. These arms are up. Here, let's put them back and forth. All right. And, see that? These arms, sorry, go up here, like that. So yeah, don't know really what to make of it. So that's Bert and Ernie and Cthulhu.
That's funny shit.
Thank you. Okay. So then I thought about famous duos and whatnot, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Famous duos in history, like recognizable faces in the world of comedy, perhaps. And so I decided that a good thing would be like Abbott and Costello. You know, I really like Abbott and Costello movies, or at least I like a lot of the routines. I've seen almost every single Abbott and Costello movie because I took some time one year and just decided to go through them. And, you know, there are ones that are better than others, but like in general, you know, these used to be extraordinarily famous people. Like here's do you know what Abbott and Costello look like?
Yes.
All right. Now for the people who might not, there's Abbott and Costello. Now, Hunter, which one is Abbott and which one is Costello?
Okay. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
It's been years. All
That's
right.
fine.
So the guy.
Remember, there are lots of people who have never seen them before.
Okay, so the guy with the smaller hat, I think was Abbott, and the other guy's Costello.
What constitutes smaller?
Okay, the all right. So the guy to my right.
To your right. So
Not
are
the
you
fedora-
saying this one?
he's not wearing the fedora.
No, he's got the bowler hat.
Yes.
Yeah, so who's this, do you think?
I want to say that's Costello, right?
That is Costello.
Yes.
That is Costello. That's Abbott. So, like,
Yes.
and here's another picture of them together. You know, very distinct faces. Abbott's the tall one. He's got kind of like the pointier nose. He's got the thinner face. This guy's got the more boyish face. There's, I think, still a famous there's a statue of him in New Jersey. I can't remember where specifically, but it was featured in The Sopranos as a background element.
Ooh, that's right. I forget what episode though.
Me too. But it's a real thing. And then there's them. There's a great one. So there's Abbott looking irritated as normal, and Costello looking just, hey, whatever.
Whatever.
So that's Abbott and Costello. Now, so the question is, does the AI generator know what Abbott and Costello look like? Does it know?
Oh, Lord.
And by no, I just mean like if you put Abbott and Costello, perhaps Abbott and Costello, high quality, 4K, as some extra sweeteners. Dewey doesn't know what it looks
4K.
like. What's that?
No,
high quality 4K.
Yeah, high quality 4K. Right.
Right. Because those black and white pictures are pretty, those are pretty, well, I mean, they're old school silver nitrate that's been pixelated into, format that can be read on a computer. It's a whole thing. We'll talk about that another time. But all right, so here is the first result. There's about 15 of these. Just standard Abbott and Costello. And then I decided to go on a little trip after this. So here's the first one.
Kind of cartoonish.
Yeah. I would say this one is Costello.
Yep.
Hey, yeah, bad. Low. So there's that one. Doesn't really look like Abbott and Costello, but considering that that's the prompt, you can kind of see who looks more like one and more like the other. It's
Yep.
All right. And then this one. Oh. Now we got two guys that look almost essentially the same.
Except he looks like the dude from oh god, what's the TV? George. He looks like that dude from George Lopez. The George Lopez show. Yeah, it's like his buddy in the show or whatever. Looks like that guy.
Is it what is a George? Is it a sitcom or is it?
Yeah, it was a sitcom in the early 2000s.
I don't know who the actor is. Oh my.
Yeah.
So there's a great explanation on Corridor Crew, the YouTube channel, guys who do special effects and whatnot, where they explain how stable diffusion works, and stable diffusion is the process
Right.
by which this kind of happens. And I can give a real short version, and it's that, and I don't know why I decided to put it at this part of the show, probably because I forgot to bring it up, but so basically it's like, take a photograph of an apple, right?
Right.
And then you say, this is an apple, and it associates it with that word, and so the AI has seen that, it processes it, and then it kind of like diffuses it. Basically, it starts turning it into dots and spreading it out. Kind of like this here is kind of fuzzy.
Mm-hmm.
It starts diffusing into blur, but it started as solid, and then that's for some reason it's there, and then when you type in apple, it attempts to reassemble that into what you gave it, but it doesn't end up looking like a real apple a lot of the time. So now the more types of apples you give it to look at and say this is an apple, then the more variety you'll get as far as your choices of apple. Like if you say a red apple, it's more likely, I think, to give you a red apple. But if you say Abbott and Costello, it should know who Abbott and Costello is. I mean, it should have pictures. There should be pictures on the internet of Abbott and Costello, and there are plenty of them, so it's kind of strange. Or like here. Ugh. And by the way, they're making the same. It's making the same kind of assumptions about certain head shapes and hair shapes.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a lot of I'm wearing what you're wearing. This guy's missing a hand. I wasn't going to touch on that, but there's still cartoony elements like
No, that guy looks like he's reaching into his jacket for a gun.
Oh yeah, maybe. Well, yeah.
But yeah, no, just because he has no hand.
No hand.
No hand.
I have no hand, Jerry. Oh, and here you've got these guys, and it's like
It looks like Kim Jong-un.
I guess. See, this kind of looks like Matt Myra. And this says abst and cost.
And cost.
Abs and cost.
Abst and cost.
Abst und cost.
And cost.
This person looks very, very surprised. And this person looks, but again, it kind of looks like the same person. The hair is a bit different, but there's a very, very similarity in the face shapes. And this is one. I mean, that's not there. No, that's like, I mean, that kind of looks like Ethan.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, the nose is wrong, but it's like, it also kind of looks like Vic Tayback a little bit, but also not. It's like, it doesn't, I'm seeing a little Burt Lancaster, a little bit somewhere in the teeth, but like I'm not seeing Abbott and Costello.
No.
A ball fist. I do like what it's coming up with, though. I like that it's trying to give me distinct people and failing part of the time, and then also giving them the same outfits, even though that's not usually what happens. It's very similar to the Bert Ernie phenomenon. Do. And then, yeah. So there's now
the Bobbsey twins.
Yeah, and then but this one's got a bowler, and this one's got also a bowler, but like with a whiter fedora type brim. And they do look like twins. This one also kind of looks like Paul McCartney in the eyes a bit. This one's leaning in, saying, we don't look as much alike in this one.
Looks like a 50s show.
I can't stop making this face. I don't know. Yeah. And a few years earlier, before they went to color, because there is like pretty much later, there's some definite like similarities between this person and the person before this person, and then the person before that. Okay, is this one? It's like a singing duo, like that.
Something.
It's starting to get. It's weird.
Uh-huh.
That one looks like almost like Cary Grant, a little bit. And then this person, what's with their eyes? Oh no, it's fine. It's just the distance that made them look like they were looking off in a weird. Now that I can see where the pupil is, I can get I can get what's going on there. That's a pretty good eye. That's not as good of an eye.
No. It's like it's peeling off.
Yeah. Oh, and then there's like a extra finger there, it looks like, perhaps. It's hard to say. Yeah.
He's got a Hitler stash. That's great.
Oh. Yeah, like almost like an Oliver Hardy kind of thing going on. And then this is the final one of just your garden variety, Abbott and Costello. So what do you think?
Very interesting.
I agree. It does get pretty weird.
Yes, it does. Yeah, very weird too, but still interesting though. And funny in its own tragedy.
Funny in its own tragedy.
Yep.
The tragedy of AI art. So, one thing that they would do with Abbott and Costello keeping on the Abbott and Costello trip, is that they would meet monsters.
Yes.
Universal monsters, often.
Yes.
Especially in the famous movie Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein.
Yes. I'll tell you what.
Mm.
If you love horror movies, you definitely have to love the Universal monsters.
Yeah, it helps. They're pretty classic.
Yes, they are.
I remember watching Wolfman with Lon Chaney Jr. and
I was just
thinking it was
watching
actually
that back
pretty
in
good.
October.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I thought it was pretty good.
It is.
Mean, it has a lot of good qualities. It's it's interesting to see Claude Rains in there, and because I hadn't really previously seen too many films with him. I saw him in The Invisible Man, and I believe I saw him in Casablanca.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, though, I'm not sure I've seen him in very many things. He may have been in The Italian Job, but I think I might be confusing him with somebody else. Anyway, so I thought I had Abbott and Costello, and then I just sort of added Meet Frankenstein to see what it would come up with.
This ought to be good.
It oughta. Okay. So, you know, a little bit of squarehead going on there. Oh, wait, what's this? What is that? Well, okay. So far,
It could be a horn.
it could be. Now, I will say these are going to be fairly hit and miss, but it is going to try some interesting things that I was not expecting as it goes on. So, here's the next one. Huh.
That guy looks just like a straight moron, and that guy looks like he's wearing a hat with a wire.
A hat with a wire. This one here?
Yep.
All right. And then
Dunce
there's this
cap.
one. Oh. Now it's getting interesting.
Clayface.
Yeah, we're getting some greenage going on now. So, like, there was some black and white. Now there's a bit of color.
Bit of color.
Bit of color. Oh, and then there's this. Yeah. I can only bring this over this far because that's the very edge of frame. Multiple sets of, I think, eyebrows.
Or those could be vents.
Could be vents. Yeah. Oh, the guy's got a handful of. Ugh. So
I don't even want to know what that is.
Frankenstein, not so much. There's something going on, but like they're adding the color. Like there's something that like it seems to understand that Frankenstein is green, and then Abbott and Costello were mostly in black and white, aside from Abbott and Costello and Jack and the Beanstalk, which was in color. I think that might have been their only originally color film was Abbott and Costello and Jack and the Beanstalk. We should watch that sometime if you haven't seen it.
Oh, I have. But
You have?
Oh yeah, dude. Are you kidding me? I got my dad to rent it from Blockbuster.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that song that he sings? That Costello sings about it's the I guess he sings a couple songs, but the one that was I fear nothing when I am in the right.
We're gonna have to rewatch it. I haven't seen it since the '80s though.
Yeah, it's worth revisiting. It's amusing. When Abbott and Costello were on the radio, that's where the whole "Hey Abbott" thing came from, because he'd yell like "Hey Abbott," and be a thing, and to get his attention, and it was sort of like a not like get his attention like please look at me, but I mean like, hey, I'm calling you, kind of thing,
Yep.
So there's a lot of that. Now when they were in the movies, they were rarely called Abbott and Costello. They usually had character names of some sort. So it ended up saying his name in a funny way, but it was his character name, and it would be the same kind of energy as like, hey Abbott, except it was something else. Like for example, in Abbott and Costello and Jack and the Beanstalk, it was, I think Abbott's name was Dinklepuss.
That's a good insult. Yo, Dinklepuss, come here.
Well, but it was more like Mr. Dinklepuss, Mr. Dinklepuss. Yeah, just freaking out. Mr. Dinklepuss, yes. It is a lot funnier as an adult. I mean, it's just silly when I was a kid.
Oh God. Ugh.
All right, so dear.
I'm better
Which
now.
one of it? Which ones are good?
I'm better now. I'm better.
Oh, it's fine. Which one of us is Frankenstein?
Oh God.
Yeah. Oh my! It's like Costello and Bing Crosby. I don't know what's going on there. I got too many fingers.
Uh-huh.
Again, not trying to body shame anybody. It's not my fault that the AI can't do hands. It's getting better though. It's actually getting better. I'll have to. I made these images now. These are in. They were in early January, so like January 9th ish. I haven't made any since a little while ago. That's a good one. It's like
He
it's like
stroked
Gru.
out.
Yeah, it's Gru with a small nose,
Uh-huh.
like Gru from Despicable Me, because it's got kind of the sort of the look.
Yeah, but he
And
stroked. This guy stroked out though. You could tell like his face is drooping and stuff.
something's going on. And then this guy's all dressed in green, and he's got kind of John Krasinski energy. Okay, well, okay. So I looked over here first, and I thought, okay, that's kind of Boris Karloff. And then I looked over here, and I was like, wow.
That's
And
an
I'm not
Igorish.
something going on there. And then it's just half words. I like how it can't commit to. Oh, and then up here, yeah, it does actually try to have something there, but it just is a Chrisser Buissai, which is nothing.
Can you repeat that again?
Yeah, it says Chrisser Buissai. Sai. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing CRSER, Chrisser, BUIES, Buis, and then SAE, which is Sai. I mean, it's not really words. It's just what it looks like.
Oh
Whoa.
God.
Something going on with his forehead there.
You got that right.
This is only going to get more fun. I'm trying to speed through these as best I can because I got a bunch of Abbott and Costello stuff. So there's Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein still. I'm not seeing a lot of Frankenstein. I do like this. I think it's interesting looking. That could be a character in something. This is a little bit too caricaturish. And then there's like extra eyebrows. I don't know why there's spots on that there. It doesn't really matter. Okay. This is just one guy. It's the right amount of fingers, even though they're oddly proportioned.
Yes.
Part of a face there, and also this hair. This guy's got his kind of like, greased hair, and then this guy's got like hair, and then unless this is really short hair and then just a background element. It's hard to say. Hard to say. Speaking of background elements, the hell is that?
A mirror,
Okay.
I think.
Oh. Okay, the eyes are starting to go a little funky now. I'm seeing a lot of this guy though in these, and then I'm not sure. It's got like a weird little scepter going on, or like Dracula going, or who knows what that is. The shadow knows. No. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Okay, so now we got
A dead guy.
yeah, we got Abe Vigoda. And a Mardi Gras float.
Yep.
And it's green. It's no longer black and white. It's green. There will be green ones. Now, I didn't specify color or black and white. It's just what it's giving me. Just again, Abbott and Costello.
Meets Frankenstein.
Doesn't look like Abbott or Costello or Frankenstein.
Nope.
Nor does this. This one is better. Now that. Well, it's crappy when I could say that's probably the best Frankenstein I've seen so far.
Please don't leave me in the nursing home.
Yeah.
I'm
He
not
never
dead.
gave me a name. Adam. That was the name. That was the name of the Frankenstein's monster.
Really?
Yeah. There we go. Well, that's okay. So I also like this one. Again, not Adam, not Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein, but it's interesting. I would, if this were a short film about something, I might watch it. I don't know why it's like it was like Tired Eyes, but now it's bordering on eyeshadow.
Yep.
I mean, bordering. That's eye makeup. That is straight up eye makeup. Oh dear.
Got problems.
And that's the last one.
God.
Oh, well. So that's the last one of the Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. So
That was pretty fucking funny.
thank you. So then I thought, well, what about Abbott and Costello? So I'll show you this. Abbott and Costello meet what? Hard to say. Also, it's just as bad as getting Abbott and Costello as this time as it was before, except now it's adding color, different colors. And the reason is because I put in Abbott and Costello meet Blue Man Group. So some of these are better than others. Here's a better one. This is probably the best of the Blue Man Group looking things. Oh boy, and the faces really are not coming together. But meanwhile, we got Abbott and Costello, and then I guess Blue Man Group, and then for some reason, he's got blue head on there. You know who Blue Man Group are? Yes,
Very vaguely.
they're a performance art group that have been around for like 25 years, and they dress up like I probably should have put pictures up for reference, but why don't you go ahead and Google it so you can get an image, get an idea what the image looks like, so you have something to react to, so you like something to contrast with.
Okay, I see them now.
So that's what it gave me that time. Then it gave me this.
In pajamas.
This is kind of a nightmare over here.
Yep. Some kind of alien looking thing.
Yeah. And this. And then this.
Holding his bowling ball.
Yeah, our giant tomato. Meanwhile, he's yellow, man. But he's like wearing makeup because his neck and his hand are flesh colored. And then, so I'm guessing anytime I see a person that looks vaguely not like Blue Man Group, they're supposed to be Abbott and Costello. But they did throw in a yellow person. No idea why. Hey, now we're getting closer to what Blue Man Group looked like.
And being attacked by pigs.
Being attacked by pigs. Oh, yeah. There's like kind of something going on there.
Pig things.
Pig things. Meanwhile, by the way, have you noticed that they've decided Abbott and Costello kind of look like this guy?
Yeah, the dude from the George Lopez show.
Okay, I wish I knew who it was. My apologies to you, sir. I'm not familiar with the George Lopez show.
Hold on.
And by sir, who the actor who I am not able to name.
Hold on.
Okay.
I will rectify that. Yep. I'm going to send you a picture of him, and I'm going to tell you who he is right now.
Okay.
Picture sent. His name is Valentin Rodriguez.
Oh, okay.
Valente. Valente. What is that?
That sounds right.
Yeah, Valente Rodriguez.
Okay. Oh.
Him.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I can see that. Okay, Valente Rodriguez. We have determined is who it is.
Yep.
So, all right. Here's the next one. Here's Valente Rodriguez as a blue man. And then what the hell is going on over there?
Heavy makeup with black eyeshadow.
Indeed. And then this one. Oh boy. We got like Putin there. I said it's Putin Man Group.
Mm-hmm.
Or Blue Putin Man Group. Oh, dear.
Oh, Lord.
We got like Otto Preminger. By the way, it says Ibit and Creonste. Ibit and Creonste.
Now it's French.
I guess. Okay, and then we got Blue Hat Guy. That is a big blue hat.
And a purple
And also,
suit.
by the way, there's a bowler that's cocked to the side and ill-fitting, which is hilarious because this looks more like Costello to me than this. Also, I think his hands are backwards.
Yep.
Yeah, because his thumbs are on the wrong sides for where his palms are. Eek. Well, okay. That's pretty good. That's a lot closer. It's like Blue Lobotomy Group.
Uh-huh.
That's those are blue men. Okay. There is another group of blue men. What's going on? I think what's going on there? Flat hat, I guess. And then this guy's giving a rude gesture.
The dude with the flat hat. You gotta go to his face.
Mm-hmm.
The way he's got his mouth.
I don't know if I can do that. Face. Yeah. I mean, it feels like it's dialing in a bit. I do like this one. These weird, like, I don't want to be crude, but like breast hats.
Yes. I was thinking the exact same thing.
Okay. Big guy made of blue, and then regular dude with something jutting out of his arm there. And then like elbow spikes. Oh, God. I
don't know what to make of that.
I don't know either. Well, that's fun. It's like, I like the
clown-looking face.
yeah, it's kind of also vaguely luchador, except instead of like a mask, it's painted on. It's kind of like that tattoo the guy had in Papillon, the original one with Steve McQueen and Dustin Hoffman. He had the face tattoo. I can't remember his explanation for it. It was something glib, I think. All right, and there was the last couple of ones of Abbott and Costello meet Blue Man Group. I was just so happy with getting strange results. I just I iterated a couple times just to get something, just to see what it would give me, and it never gave me like, this one didn't give me any doubles or anything that was like the same seed. But it always gave me something interesting, like, what the hell, man? I mean,
a bucket.
And then the last one of this group, blue men, red hats, and then I don't know what's with the. Oh, okay. And then there's like a copy machine back here. I don't know. What? So that is Abbott and Costello meet Blue Man Group. Okay, who else did Abbott and Costello meet? Would you imagine? All right, Abbott and Costello meet Bert and Ernie. Yeah.
Okay. Banana head.
We didn't get much sleep, but we had a lot of fun with Grandma's Featherhead.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. Ring, 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 ring. Banana, Bert. I don't have anything to say about this. I don't have a joke for that, except it looks kind of like Pete Davidson. It's not really a joke.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's just an observation. It's not really a joke. Oh, boy. Yeah, so yeah. Muppets. I like that it's black and white. Abbott and Costello meets Bert and Ernie. Oh, by the way, real quick, look at that hand. It's got 5 fingers, and it's a Muppet or puppet, and they don't generally have 5-fingered hands.
No, they do not.
That's what I got to say about that. Oh, God.
Please pray for my child.
Exactly. And
The
then,
power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
why the blue fur? Why the
The tongue.
tongue, or whatever the hell that is, coming out of a mouth that's not a mouth because it doesn't have the black area like the puppet mouth has generally. Like, I mean, these puppets they're a visual language,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's coming out of if that's a wave. I don't know what this is. And also, I'm not seeing Abbott and Costello.
Nope, not at
Oh, well, that's better. There we go. It's something closer to Abbott and Costello. See, now, when it does stuff like this is the stuff I find really charming, because this does look like Abbott and Costello's Muppets, sort of.
Well,
Actually, it actually kind of looks like Mel Brooks, and then maybe Tony Curtis, and then I don't know who that is as Muppets. But at least it's got the Abbott and Costello old black and white photo aesthetic, and the hats. But yes?
well, it could be a husband and wife and their little dweeby son Dudley.
Oh, yeah, Dudley. That's a happy-looking fella.
Oh my God, that's bad. Okay.
I don't know. Hats
Looks
and
like
little else.
it looks like a tomato sticking out of that guy's head.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely a tomato hat. Or a tomato. A Muppet tomato. And more of them. More of these. This is probably the more human of the looking faces, because it's got the...
Looks like a bird.
This?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Okay.
I don't know. Looks like a beak.
I like this feather on the top of the head, or whatever the hell that is. It's the visual language of Abbott and Costello apparently has a lot to do with hats.
Yes. Could be aliens, but not Abbott Costello.
No, not Abbott and Costello. I do like the little kind of, again, the feather stuff there. If this had a full eye, like if I just went in Photoshop and made another eye on there, I would not even know that this was like AI art. Because that looks pretty real. Okay, we're getting into the black and white territory. That's funny. I like that. That's a funny face for a Muppet there.
It's getting it right now.
Yeah, it's getting better. What's that?
That looks pretty damn good.
Oh, that one. And then this one. It looks like kind of like Carrot Head.
He looks like he has a blue mustache.
Oh yeah. So does this one. Maybe. Although it also looks like it's supposed to be a mouth. This one also looks like a mustache. It's just, yeah. Muppet mouths it has trouble with, apparently. Now, let me tell you that when you add anything to do with Muppets or whatnot and have it try to figure out what that's supposed to look like, it never fails to disappoint. Sorry. It never disappoints. It never fails to be interesting.
Right.
Never fails to disappoint. Yeah. So, at least it's dialing in the Bert and Ernie and kind of giving it some sort of, like, aesthetic. But again, not so much Abbott and Costello. There's only a couple more of these. Oh, tiny little pupils. That one looks like he's really frightened. Oops, pupils went all small. There. Anyway. And then this one. I like the hats. Gotta say, I like the hats. I also really like the backgrounds.
Yeah.
Those are pretty cool.
Okay, we got a clown.
Like a Simpsons character, kind of.
Yep, and a Simpsons.
Orange Simpsons. And that's it for Abbott and Costello Meet Bert and Ernie. Okay, so then I went Abbott and Costello meet who? Who else could they meet? How about Abbott and Costello meet Cthulhu? Since Cthulhu is a favorite topic.
Oh, yes.
Well, there's that. You got your acolyte robes, and who knows what that is. I don't see any Cthulhu, but I get the idea. Something going on there. There's this one. Much better. Getting more kind of squid looking. Oh. And tentacles and things.
Some type of robe going on still with a hood, it looks like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's starting to get, like, really disturbing. What's this? Oh, look at that. Abbott and Costello. Not. And, oh, yeah, kind of a Cthulhu thing going on in the background. Also problems with the hands.
Yes.
A lot of hand problems. There's this one. Got some tentacles on the table. We got something back here. We've got, I don't know. And then,
Whatever's going on there.
Mm-hmm. Then we got this one. Kutbutsu? Kaputsu. So this is Abbott and Costello, and then tentacles. This is probably one of my favorite ones. Kaputsu. This would be another coffee mug, along with Ghost Babur.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a great coffee mug.
Thank you. Available on Redbubble. Yeah. Okay. So no Cthulhu.
No
And also, we've seen bad Abbott and Costello. Okay. Still bad Abbott and Costello, but then we got some tentacles there. Looks like a little octopus or starfish. So just throwing in little bits. Okay. I got like ancient sort of looking half tentacle, half stone. Oh, look, a partial perhaps tentacle Cthulhu thing, and then I mean, it's just it's getting so many interesting details and losing a lot of them too.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. That's a great one. There's Cthulhu in the background, the people in the foreground. Their faces are terrible, but that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like that. It's one of my favorite ones. Look, it's a face and its tentacles.
Disturbing as all hell.
Isn't it? Also, check it out. A and C.
Abbott and Costello.
Abbott Costello. How amazing is that?
That'd be a great shirt.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay. Again, this is better, and we got some tentacles. So, yeah, it's going to be, putting Cthulhu in it always makes it interesting, too. Okay, so, just more messed up looking Abbott and Costello stuff. Not sure what that is. Don't know. Don't see any tentacles anywhere.
Nope.
Maybe there's something here. Hard to see again. Not sure what's up with that line. Nothing special. Oh boy. Oh. What the hell? What's going on? That's attached. Or that's a shirt becoming tentacles, I think. I'm not sure. That's better. But it still looks like one guy talking to the same guy. Okay.
Yep.
Like, that's a good one. And then this one.
There's Rodriguez again.
Okay. Oh, goody. It's Abdi Kusithith.
Abati Cthulhu.
I actually like this one because of the way they're drawn. That's pretty cool. That looks like it could be a real thing. Some of these things could be cleaned up, like this crap at the bottom, but other than that, that would be cool.
Another good shirt.
A good shirt. And nothing special there. Although this looks like a totally different person. But it's this guy again. Oh, God. Okay. So we got Abbott and Costello, and then whatever the hell that is. That's pretty good, too. And there's, like, a lot of different textures on this, too, including this, like, unnameable horror. I'm not sure what's happening there either. It's hard to say what's going on, but it's not good. Okay, so we got no Abbott, no Costello, just Cusculto. I can't read that. It's an interesting design, though. The big pilgrim outfit, I have no idea. Okay, so now just like a person wearing a Cthulhu mask, I guess, is what it kind of looks like. That's pretty neat. Pretty weird. I like that. Again, no Cthulhu. and no Cthulhu, but then there's this thing in the hand. I feel like we've seen these faces before on something like a specific one. And then the final one looks like that. So, some are better than others. It's going to happen. Finally, because we were lucky enough to get this person for an interview, I thought I would see Abbott and Costello meet Andy Kindler. Doesn't know what Andy Kindler looks like. I think this is supposed to be Andy Kindler. Of the two of them, that's what I would say. I think. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Maybe. Kind of also looks like Dana Snyder. And also not. Well, they look different than the stock Abbott and Costello people. It's adding different... Oh, okay. I think it thinks that these are both Andy Kindler looking, but neither one is Andy Kindler. This is more like Michael Moore and...
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Maybe Paul Williams. I'm not sure. And... But you can see now these faces that we've come to be familiar with are now altered slightly enough that they have Andy Kindler-esque elements. But, I mean, it doesn't get him right. It doesn't really know what he looks like. That's even a bit here and there, but it can't quite dial in. And
he looks like Judd Clampett.
Which one?
Yep.
This one here?
Nope, other one.
This one?
Yep.
Oh, with the long shirt thing. Yeah,
yep.
Yeah. It's vaguely, So I know it. Look, I understand this is not what Andy Kindler looks like, but
right.
The computer thinks it's doing something. And by the computer, I mean the AI. So, thought that was amusing. And in how wrong it might get things, but also be close enough. So there's that. And the final one is this one. Which, again, not really Abbott and Costello or Andy Kindler, but some interesting things nonetheless.
Absolutely.
So, those were the famous duos and whatnot. I have a whole bunch of other pictures that we could look at another time if you'd like.
Of course.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching.
Yes.
Go to www.tysonsinger.com to find links to all bunch of stuff, including our anti-social show at the moment, and my Redbubble store, my SoundCloud, and other things, music and stuff. Hunter, where can they find you?
Zombie Bacterium, of course. The Anti-Social Show on Twitter, and of course Facebook, and of course Combat Radio Strike Team New Jersey.
Okay, so now Antisocial Show on Twitter is ANTISOCIALSHOW and the numeral 1 on Twitter.
Yes.
Zombie Bacterium is exactly as it sounds. So, yes. Thank you for watching. Be decent to each other, and we'll see you the next time we do this.
Absolutely. Peace.
Peace.
Have a good time, folks.